Welcome 5th standard. Good morning everybody. So here we are with our new chapter, fractions. As you can see, I have done the board work here, and this is what we are gonna learn today. Okay, so chapter fractions. Okay, I have divided this chapter and this video in different segments. Today we are gonna learn about introduction, then identification as numerator and denominator, and then types of fractions. Now what are fractions? We have already studied fraction in standard 4th, but as a quick revision I am going to tell you what are fractions and what are its types. Okay, so let's get started. So introduction. Numbers which are in form of p by q or p upon q which is not equals to 0 are called fractions. वो numbers जो p by q के form में होते हैं और 0 के बराबर नहीं होते वो होते हैं fractions. You can find numbers everywhere. There are different kinds of numbers like natural numbers, then whole numbers, then odd numbers, even numbers. Okay, so fractions are also kind of numbers, but fractions are completely different from those numbers. Okay, so natural numbers are 1, 2, 3 and infinite. You all know numbers are infinite. There are endless numbers. Okay, and fractions 1 by 2, 4 by 2, 5 and half. Okay, so let's take an example. I have taken an example of pizza. I know you all love pizza. So I have this one pizza and I have to share this pizza with my brother. I know it said I have to share it, but okay, so this is pizza, but I make a deal with him. I said I will only give you half part of my pizza. Okay, so how I'm gonna do the half of my pizza? So this is called whole part. Why? Because it is 1. Okay, remember all fractions are always below than 1 or smaller than 1. Okay, so this is one pizza. Earlier it was one pizza, but now I have divided the pizza in two parts, half and this is half. So this 1 by half has now become the fraction part and this one was whole part. Okay, so now you can see here the whole part of a pizza and the different two parts I have made, which is the half, will be the part section. Okay, now we have to identify the fractions. Now how will you identify a fraction? How will you know this is the fraction? Okay, now fraction has two main parts, numerator and denominator. The upper part is called numerator and the lower part is called, or the below part is called denominator. Here 1 will be my numerator and 2 will be my denominator of the pizza I have made. And I will give you one example. When you got test marks or test report, you will get 5.5. Okay, that half is the fraction part we are talking about here. Okay, so now there are different types of fractions. We have already studied fraction chapters in 4th standard, but it's just a quick revision section. Okay, now there are 4 kinds of fraction. Proper fraction, second is improper fraction, third is unit fraction, and fourth is mixed fraction. Okay, now what are proper fraction? Proper fractions are those fractions in which numerator is smaller than denominator. You can see I have write 7 by 15 in which 7 is numerator and 15 is denominator. Here 15 is greater than 7. Next is improper fraction. Now what are improper fraction? Fractions in which denominator is smaller than numerator. So you can see 15 by 7. Here 15, my numerator is bigger than 7. Now unit fraction. We all know unit signifies as 1. So when the numerator is 1, that fraction is called unit fraction. You can see here I have written 1 by 10. Here 1 is the numerator and 10 is the denominator, and as 1 is numerator, it is called unit fraction. Now mixed fraction. Now what are mixed fraction? Now this has a very different, this mixed fraction is different from the proper, improper and unit fraction. In mixed fraction you will have the whole part as well as the fractional part. You will have the whole part as well as fractional part. How will you write this? You can write this as 5 2 by 10. How? Repeat with me, 5 2 by 10. Here 5 is my whole part and 2 by 10 is my fractional part. So in this video what we have studied the definitions of fractions, okay, the pizza example in which you can describe how fractions are different from whole numbers. Here I have one pizza, so one was my whole, and when I divided it into two parts it become half. So 1 by half. And then what we have studied about numerators and denominators to how to identify fractions. A natural number or odd number or composite numbers are written as 1, 2, 3 and so on. But a fraction is written or is always written as numerator and then denominator, like 1 by 2, 4 by 2, 5 and half. Okay. Then we have studied about types of fractions. There are 4 types of fractions: proper, improper, unit and mixed. In proper fraction the numerator is always smaller. जब भी आप प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन की बात करोगे तो जो आपका न्यूमरेटर है वो डिनोमिनेटर से हमेशा छोटा होगा, जैसे कि 7 बाई 15. फिर आप देखोगे यहाँ पे इम्प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन. इम्प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शंस कैसे होते हैं? डिनोमिनेटर्स यहाँ पे स्मॉलर होते हैं एंड न्यूमरेटर यहाँ पे बिगर होते हैं, जैसे कि 15 बाई 7. देन व्हाट इज यूनिट फ्रैक्शन? यूनिट फ्रैक्शन में आप देखोगे जो आपका न्यूमरेटर है वो हमेशा 1 होगा. ओके, सो 1 बाई 10. एंड देन लास्ट मिक्स्ड फ्रैक्शन, इट विल हैव बोथ whole part as well as fractional part. Okay, so in this lecture we have studied about 3 main topics. I hope आप लोगों को ये समझ आया हो. अगर आपको कोई क्वारीज हो तो आप हमसे पूछ सकते हैं. उसके अलावा जो नेक्स्ट इस चैप्टर का टॉपिक है वो हम नेक्स्ट वीडियो में देखेंगे. तब तक के लिए आप घर पे रहिए, सुरक्षित रहिए और अपना ख्याल रखिए. हैव फन. थैंक यू सो मच.